Louis the First is still looking for his mum.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. Alright, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them. We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
What should I ask?
I was wondering if you might have seen an object like this, here, at the manor.
What are you playing at, de Richet?
I'm afraid I can't help you, my son. Ask someone who knows the manor better than I do. One of the servants, for example. One of them is bound to help you.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence. I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
Oh, I wouldn't want to hit an immunity now. Wait, which one of them am I talking to?
Have you brought spears as well, then?
What? Did Mortimer ask you to bring him holy spears too?
Yes, but I thought I was the only one. How many of them have you brought, then?
18 in all. Any relic even remotely to do with them, in fact.
18 spears? How many of them exist in all?
No one knows. Especially as there is only one authentic one, of course. That all adds to the mystery, don't you think?
Well, please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
I'll use psychology as Louis II.
Leave us now.
Anyway, let's go to the garden. Well, actually, spying on those two has unlocked the lockpicking skill. So, I'm going to engage in a bit of looting and pillaging. Yeah, that's really nice. And I'm only 4 skills short of the full set. And I'm close to getting a skill to reduce fake hotspots in opportunities. You do remember opportunities, don't you? So far in episode 2 there have been exactly... let me check notes. Yes, exactly 0 opportunities. That's kinda shitty of the game. And if I recall correctly, the opportunities mechanic almost completely falls off the face of the earth by episode 4. Okay, I got some stuff. I think we can talk to him.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Could you perhaps help me?
What can I do for you, sir?
Where did this sword come from?
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, sir.
Off to the garden, where there is moss.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for?
Weeding?
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
He's a judge, so I don't think questioning is going to work. Let's consult the log, the journal. I really wish the game marked the weaknesses you've already put on their profiles.
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden. I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
You look worried.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing ya.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed a cat, Monsieur de Richet. I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing if I didn't already know the consequences. See you later.
What do you mean by consequences?
You seem exhilarated by all this. But if you continue down that path, you'll end up selling your soul to him too. Well, I warned you. Good luck to you, monsieur.
Well, that's ominous.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart.
Let's check out her crack.
Let's see. A crack as long as my finger.
Okay, Louis, stick it in.
What's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
On second thought, pull out before anything bad happens.
Try something else.
Ariadne is not the only statue in the garden. Also, this place is a hedge maze, and it contains quite a lot of goodies. Another book on linguistics. I could use that. Incidentally, as this Louis has neither the occult, nor the erudition, nor the linguistic skills, he'll have to solve this puzzle more or less blind. At least I'm pretty certain that it's impossible to figure it out without some Greek mythology 101 for reference.
Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, he came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity. Hey, there's no crack here.
Not from that angle.
Well, let's keep going.
Alright, there's more. So much more. And then Louis II is going to jog here spouting trivia about each and every one of the statues. However, I will cut all the running. For now, enjoy the maze. If this is Ariadne's thread, it's not helping. It's going through walls.
Minos. Son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread.
It was gold mined.
Hey, there's a crack in that statue. The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
So that is the head Cretan. Oh, and who are you? Mr. No Pants.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
I asked about the crack.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
While Louis is running around like a headless chicken, has anyone noticed that the same voice actor is doing both Mortimer and the servants? And he's not even putting much effort into making them different. Except the servants are a touch more squeaky.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth, and if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too.
Where?
The crack is thin, and about as long as a finger.
This is starting to remind me of one of my favorite films, Murder by Death. In particular, the scene where David Niven is looking for a bullet hole in a dead naked butler. He even finds something but realizes it's not a bullet hole.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
Ah shit, I know this. I'll have to start a pump and wait for a full minute.
It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it. It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
And that's the main objective for the puzzle.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
She has no cracks. For once justice is done. She won't pay for the errors of the others. Icarus didn't have any cracks either. Maybe the innocent are protected here. Let's hope it brings me good luck.
Insert crack joke here.
Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
You know, I take it back. Even with the other class skills, figuring this one out is miserable. Like, you're supposed to interpret that caption as find the one most guilty and stab the fucker. And that's where the knowledge of the myth, either your personal or Louis', is needed. I'm happy this is a half-assed hedge maze and not a hardcore maze with only one real path. Okay, what the hell do I do now?
Here's the famous Arianas thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
Louis' voice actor sounds bored, drunk, indifferent, and speech impaired at the same time. People have pointed it out in the thread and in the comments, but man, he swallows entire syllables like candy. Oh, I have an idea. The art room may help. Hello, George.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later. Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
Why does this exist? Why is this better done than the investigation dialogues? I think he's just warming up his groin. Anyway, there are no clues in the gallery, even in the Medusa statues room, which, if you remember, had a book on mythology a while ago. Nope, not a clue. So I've got this idea, let's try and follow the thread. What's this?
Golden elixir.
The thread is funny, isn't it? It doesn't really follow the paths. And with this being a hedge maze and the rest of the surface being large rocks, I can't really imagine that shifting the walls into a new layout is a trick one can pull off on a whim overnight. There must be a meaning to it. Okay, the thread has run into a corner. And here it is again. I'm not going there to check its path. The hell is this? Yeah. A really game. Not funny. I haven't got a single solid clue telling me which crack is the least innocent one. Oh. Well, that was obvious. It's just a thread connecting Ariadne and Biggest Dickus. Ooh, I think I've missed this area.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
He's got swords in him.
This statue has a crack in it.
Several, in fact.
The crack is thin and about as long as a finger. I should be able to thrust in my sword. Let's go.
So, who is the most responsible party? A random hero? An inventor? A girl with a rope? A locked-up beast man? Or the king paying for all of this?
He and his queen, Pasiphae, were the monarchs of Crete.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
This puzzle is not entirely harmless, by the way. Now, it's not open yet, however...
What is that? Looks like a sort of opening mechanism. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped.
I repeat, was Egyptology a big thing pre-Napoleon? Anyway.
Again?
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days. Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Some weird shit is going on. Was Gregory talking to Godoy or Louis? Aha, a point in logic for guessing right. That's nice.
Amber.
Oh yes, I'm a Prince of Amber too now. Unfortunately, Louis regenerates strength only when he levels up.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there. These bandages are pretty basic. She'll be lucky if she doesn't get an infection.
I'll have to take you at your word, Louis, because this camera refuses to pan any lower. Hey, a coin.
Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today.
I recommend bartering. Wait, is that a body? Elizabeth?
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Don't move!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
Good God, Mother, what have you...
Tell me who you are!
Okay, Mom, I'll move out. Jeez. Wouldn't it be funny if every single Louis ended up shot before the 9th quest begins? Nah, they won't go as cheap as that. Nice. Let's level vigilance, because Sarah sounds like she's blind, and I'm afraid that's hereditary. And that's the end of the episode. Not too thrilling, but Louis II is about to see a slightly different ending.